Here we have notes 2.2. We're going to add and subtract fractions. If you do not have a calculator yet, this is what you need to tell your family at home to get for you. If you cannot get one, you need to see me so that I can set some things in motion to make sure that you get a calculator. Okay? All right. Darn it. So Sophia ate 3/5 of a cheese pizza. Jack ate 1/5 of a cheese pizza and also 2/5 of a pepperoni. How much pizza did Sophia and Jack eat all together? So notice that I've circled my numbers and I put a box around a key word in math. That key word in math reminds us that we're going to be adding. We always want to write down what we're typing into our calculator first. So 3/5 plus 1/5 plus 2/5 is the problem that we're solving. Here are the keystrokes that you're going to use to enter that. You're going to use your fraction key, make your 3/5 plus fraction key, make your 1/5 plus fraction key, make your 2/5, enter. When you do that, you get 6/5 as an answer. If you remember, when the numerator's larger than the denominator, we call that improper. And these two keys are the two keys that you're going to use to change that to a mixed number. It's the second key and the third row down, the third button over. It says on it X10N, but notice what it says in the green, fraction to mixed number. Okay? So when you hit that, you should get 1 1/5. So again, the problems are easy because we're just making sure we know how to do this with the use of the extra keys on our calculator. This one tells us it's a subtraction problem. About 3/5 of the population lives in Florida, another 4/9 in Ohio. What fraction more, those are key words that would tell you to subtract anyway, of the population lives in Florida than in Ohio? So you're going to go ahead and type that in. It's going to be fraction key, 3, arrow down, 5, arrow over, subtraction sign, fraction key, 4, arrow down, 7, arrow over, and that's actually going to be 1 out of 35. So we're not going to have to do that fancy make a mixed number. This problem is actually a problem that you would see on a state test. It's really, honestly, just seeing if you know how to calculate with your calculator. At least that's the best I can come up with. So, your parentheses are right above the 8 and the 9. So you're just going to go ahead and hit exactly what you see. Type it in exactly as you see it. And when you have it typed in, you're going to hit enter, and you should come up with -3/4. If you didn't, just clear it out, hit clear several times, and try it again. Okay? Which expression has the same value as the expression shown below? Well, what do I see here? I see this subtraction sign. I'll try and zoom in a little bit more. What do we do when we have subtraction? Hopefully, you're thinking in your head KCC. So we're going to keep the -3/8. We're going to change that minus to a plus, and we're going to change the +7/8 to a -7/8. If you write it down and do your own work, then all you have to do is compare their answers to yours. That is the best way to do a multiple choice question. Oh boy, here's another one. Give this a shot. This looks like it's right off the state test. So this is tricky because you have a bunch of fractions inside a fraction. So here's what I would do. Hit the fraction key. Do you see how the numerator's blinking? In there, I want you to put parentheses and then hit the fraction key. You should have a fraction over a blank, okay? Punch in your 2/3 minus fraction key, 5/6, hit the parenthesis. And now arrow down. You should have this in your numerator and just a blinking box in your denominator. While that box is blinking, hit your fraction key and type in your 3/4. You will have an arrow right here blinking, your cursor. Hit arrow over so that your blinker is blinking completely to the right of anything you've entered. And when you hit enter, you should get -2/9. So this is really all about, do you know the keys of your calculator? Okay, go ahead and try this one. You can pause. This comes out to be 21/16, which is not a choice. You could eliminate these two. Now we have the same number, it's just, is it positive or is it negative? I actually got the positive answer, but I am going to hit my second and X10N key just to double check that. Yep, and I got positive. Alright, so there you have it. You do not have to do anything else today. Just that.